Nothing good is born from lies. And greatness is not what you think.
It's been 3 years since audiences first saw Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman light up the big screen, and soon enough she'll be back, stronger than ever, immersed in a time of vibrant neon lights and seriously nostalgic 80s tunes. And because Wonder Woman's success broke a handful of records, like the biggest grossing live-action film ever directed by a woman, the bar for the sequel is set high for fans and critics alike. Here's everything you need to know before you watch. When we first meet Diana in 2017's Wonder Woman, she's Princess of the Amazons, trained to be an unconquerable warrior. Once she meets an American pilot who tells her about the massive conflict that's raging in the outside world, she leaves home for the first time believing she can stop the threat. We last see her fighting alongside men in World War I, and she finally discovers her full powers and true destiny. So where exactly will Wonder Woman be in this film? Diana Prince, aka Wonder Woman, will be in Washington, D.C. in the 80s, continuing to save the world while in the shadows. During the day, she works in cultural archaeology and anthropology at the Smithsonian Museum of Natural History, and by night, she's a gal on the go, and although she has an apartment with very little in it, she doesn't get home that much. Producer Chuck Roven says, "You're gonna see an expansion of her abilities as Wonder Woman. Now she's been seasoned because she's been doing what she's been doing since the end of World War I to 1984. It's plenty of time for her to expand her powers, and yet she's always learning." Now, if you're wondering why the film takes place in such a specific year, it's because 1984 is a nostalgic blast from the past that will allow the franchise to play with other themes about society, perhaps in a more colorful and playful way than the first film. And although fans saw his heartbreaking demise in Wonder Woman, Steve is in fact back. And yes, he's actually the same Steve Trevor, played by Chris Pine, although the how and why of his return are being kept under wraps by the film's cast and crew. Apparently, director Patty Jenkins has had this surprise up her sleeve for a while, and his character will be intrinsic to the story. Gadot even teased the rekindling of Steve and Diana's romance, saying, "In this one, they meet each other again, but it's more the adulthood part of it. I think it's even more romantic and more sexy and lustful. She's been waiting for him, you know? It's been 80 years since they last met, and she hadn't loved anyone else since." Pedro Pascal plays this scheming character Max Lord. Lord is the president of Black Gold International, seemingly selling people their biggest dreams of power, wealth, and success via infomercials. Kristen Wiig also stars as Barbara Minerva, a gemologist who works at the museum with Diana. She's funny, awkward, shy, and brilliant, and dons glasses and oversized clothing. She befriends Diana before falling prey to Black Gold International's scheme and the idea that she can have everything her heart yearns for. She undergoes a wild transformation to become the Cheetah, but whether or not she can actually handle her new powers remains to be seen. Actresses Robin Wright and Connie Nielsen are also confirmed to reprise their roles as Antiope and Hippolyta, respectively. While the film explores what happens when people get rewarded in excess, especially in a heightened time like the 80s, audiences in 2020 will see a lot of parallels to our current world. Whether the 80s or current day, the film will hold a mirror to society and allow people to reflect on what they think will make them happy versus what actually will. And with a bar set so high, the dynamic, explosive, colorful big-time action will likely meet fans' expectations. The film will mix comedy, drama, action, and adventure, and the aesthetic will capture the height of the world in the 80s. So now you know, and now you can go watch Wonder Woman 1984 on December 25th.